Why can't they understand me, even when I'm speaking English? Hi, I'm Penny Reddink, here to help you improve your English. You're speaking English exactly the way you learned it. So why do native speakers sometimes say they can't understand you? This can cause problems for you in social situations or at work. You've studied hard, learned the vocabulary, mastered all 12 English verb tenses, and learned to cope with all the English grammar and spelling exceptions. So, why does it seem native speakers don't seem to understand everything you say? Here are the most common reasons and practical ways to improve. Number 1, you have an accent. I have an accent. He has an accent. Canadians have ethnic and regional accents. It's all normal. The challenge arises when your listener hasn't had much exposure to your particular accent. A Canadian visiting Scotland speaks the same language, but often struggles at first. After time and exposure, it becomes easier to understand a Scot. What you can do? Slow down. When we speak quickly with a strong accent, words can run together and sound like completely new, non-existent words to the listener. Enunciate clearly. Move your mouth, tongue, and lips deliberately to create English sounds. Make sure you're not leaving off the last sound or syllable. Practice with this channel's pronunciation videos that show exact mouth positions, tongue placement, and airflow. Number 2, your body has an accent too. Communication isn't just words. Facial expressions, hand gestures, head movements, and posture, called nonverbal communication, differ across cultures. What feels natural to you may confuse your Canadian listener. Or, the way you gesture for certain phrases can be distracting. Eye contact can vary from culture to culture. Many Canadians prefer face-to-face conversations with a relaxed smile. Are you standing too close? Most Canadians expect a fair amount of personal space, at least 2 steps away. Number 3, you're marching to a different rhythm. Pronunciation isn't the only difference. Every culture has its own rhythm, speed, stress patterns, and melody of speech. Some languages are syllable-timed, while English is strongly stress-timed. The words you stress, when you pause, and your overall tone can make your message harder to follow. Tip: practice speaking aloud with native speakers. Record yourself and compare. Do you stress different words? Does your voice rise or fall differently? Is your pacing between phrases or sentences unfamiliar? Are you speaking too quietly or too loudly? Canadians often find Americans too direct, while Americans sometimes perceive Canadians as less confident because of our softer style. Number 4, vocabulary gaps. British English versus Canadian English. Words like queue up, trousers, or lorry are not used by Canadians. This can be quite confusing if they're unfamiliar with British words. Generational words. Older textbooks might teach Chesterfield for couch, serviette for napkin, or Hoover for vacuum. Many young people won't know these words at all. Number 5, tone can be misinterpreted. Canadians tend to be softer spoken, use more inviting language, and pause or say, eh, to check understanding or to keep conversation comfortable. What sounds confident or knowledgeable in your culture might come across as too strong here. Number 6, too much new information at once. When someone is already working hard to decode your accent, adding complex new information, such as all the features of a new phone plan, creates high cognitive load. Their brain is trying to do 2 difficult things at the same time: translate the sounds and process new concepts. Best practices when explaining something: speak slowly and clearly. Pause regularly to check understanding. For example, does that make sense so far? Or, any questions so far? Break information into small chunks. Stay patient and positive. Final reminder: most newcomers are trying their best to communicate. Most native Canadians are trying their best to understand. When speaker or listener look frustrated, embarrassed, or defensive, it's usually the situation, not you, that's upsetting. No one enjoys feeling lost in a conversation. Take a breath, smile, and say something like, "This is a lot of new information. Let's take it one step at a time." So whatever the situation, just do your best and always keep learning.